Bear with me because this might look a little bit weird. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you're well. I've got a bit of a sore throat today. Don't worry about that. It's going to sound a little bit more husky than normal. Not like a dog, but just a bit rustic, you know. You might remember there's a playlist I'm doing at the moment called Barry Tries. One of the popular ones, and one of my most favourite ones actually as well, was when I tried Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington. So the other day, bizarrely, on Twitter, I see Gordon Ramsay put this up. We've had beef, we've had vegan, now we're introducing the chocolate Wellington. Look, watch what happens, watch what happens. Look, he slices into the Wellington and out pours chocolate. I'm like, what the heck is this sorcery? Even Mrs. Barry was like, I actually put a tweet, how the heck was this done? Trying to work out if that is a molten lava cake instead of puff pastry. Andy said this is stonking. I mean, I agree with you, Andy. That doesn't help me, but it is stonking. Someone suggested a chocolate salami rammed in there. Again, not too bad, but you won't get that molten finish. And someone else said, I'm not sure, but why don't you just put a gummy bear inside a gummy bear? No. The Better Yuri said it's a chocolate ganache inside puff pastry, texture and taste equals golden. And that is exactly what it is. And I'm scrambling around going, how the heck can I make this thing? And then David Smith, you are a legend. In fact, I actually retweeted and said that. It turns out he discovered on the actual Gordon Ramsay restaurant website, they list how to make some of their recipes, including this chocolate Wellington, which also has a balsamic strawberry salad alongside. Hell yeah, we're gonna make that. So we can try and do it. I haven't got to wing it and come up with my own concept. Turns out, not only is it wrapped in pastry, this chocolate ganache, it's first wrapped in a crepe, like a pancake. So I couldn't see that in the video. It just looks awesome. Should we get going? Sorry, I know that was a little bit of a build-up, but I love it when you guys get stuck in and help me like that, because I would have been like, I don't know what to do. We also need the Wrap Master 3000 massively today, but let's crack on and get the ganache done. So the ingredients here are for one Wellington, which is supposed to serve 2 people. Now, you and I both know that is not going to happen. It's going to serve 1. But anyway, enough of my greediness. I'm going to double the ingredients to give myself at least 2 attempts, or just make a slightly fatter one, because user error. Yeah, they're very specific about certain things. Like they need 65% chocolate. Now I've got 70%, so I hope this is going to be okay. I mean, that extra 5%, is it going to kill it? I've just got all my other ingredients ready for the ganache. You can tell this chocolate is like really expensive because look at the ridges on it. It's almost like architecture on the side of a skyscraper or something like that. Why can't it just be flush? Why has it got to be like that? I'm just breaking it up. Ganache in a pan. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. Making ganache is one of my favorite things in the world. So in goes the sugar. Milk. In fact, I've never used milk on a ganache before. This is different. Normally it's all cream. Whoops. Maybe the milk will help more with the oozing, you know, the gooiness. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Literally, that's an honest statement. So this will not take very long at all, but we're just gonna bring it up to a boil because the heat will help melt our chocolate, our posh chocolate, which is sat over there. And there's also an egg on my phone over there. All right, so you can see that's boiling away now. I'm gonna turn it onto a low heat. And I've actually used the packaging that the chocolate came in to create a sort of chute, like a water slide. Except not a fun one for that because it's probably quite hot in there for it. And just whisk this together. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that so much. Ah, Oompa Loompas would be proud. I literally just want to go, ah. No, apparently, I've never done this before either. You stick an egg in the ganache, so maybe that's what helps give it a little bit of setting. So in goes the whole egg. I think I was supposed to beat it first, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Just whisk it through. Amazing. So to me, I've doubled the recipe. That still doesn't feel like that much ganache, but I'm going to leave that there for a minute, and we're going to perhaps a little bit of lining on something. Oh, excuse me. So yesterday I went shopping because on the actual recipe, it says to get some 10 centimetre by 3 centimetre silicone moulds, and I couldn't find them anywhere. In fact, it was so specific, quite tricky to find online. So I thought, it doesn't matter, we're gonna bodge it anyway. So I've got these tins. These are very small loaf tins. So effectively what we're gonna do, the ganache, once it cools and chills, which we'll do, we mould it into like a sausage shape. So really this is just to get it set, and then we play around with it and wrap it in the Wrap Master 3000 cling film. So what I'm gonna do is line these loaf tins with cling film so it's easier to get out. If there was silicone, obviously it'd be much easier, and then mold it in a bit. So what I'm thinking is if I can just loosely line this, and if I tuck it under, I might be able to then fold it over to use this with my other ones. Here's one I made earlier. Sorry. Okay, they look like 2 kayaks right now. really doesn't feel like there's enough there. I might just make one big one. That's where I'm heading right now. I don't know. We'll make a call on it. Basically, I'm mulling over in my head. Do I make a massive fat one or do I make 2 smaller ones because the crepe's still got to go around it and the pastry? You know? Right, we're supposed to stick those in the fridge for an hour now. Now, we don't have that time because we're an internet cooking show. And just like all internet cooking shows and any cooking show in the world and you, we might use the freezer to speed it up. Might be 10 minutes. So what we're looking for right now is a change in the texture. You know how it's warm and maneuverable. Once it sets, it should be a little bit more like shapeage, so we can make it into a cylinder or a sausage or something that looks like a So whilst those are setting, remember what I said earlier, it gets surrounded, encased by a crepe, basically a thin pancake. So I don't think there's any need in me like waiting for that to be done. I can now go ahead and make my crepes. I feel like it's a risk worth taking. Sorry, that was a crepe joke. Now, Boston and I have just been having a little chat, haven't we, mate? And like a crepe, when it's cold, effectively the consistency is like a wet flannel. I just don't know what purpose it's going to serve. Like, it's going to encase the ganache. Is it going to insulate it and protect it in some way? I don't know. All right, pancakes, milk, egg. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. I didn't say to do this, but I always put a little bit of salt in there, so Salt Bay. And this is some plain flour. Boom, straight in. Didn't even sieve it, because I am a rebel. Batter up, as I always say. Boom chicka wow wow. If only I had a pug-inspired pancake pan. Oh look, I do. Now the only instructions it says here is to make sure there are no holes in the crepe, so obviously it does have some sort of protective element. The other thing is it says it makes 2 crepes, although further down in the method, you're only wrapping it in one, so maybe the other one is just to eat as you go for moral support. There we go, that will not take long. You can start to see it's cooking, so I'll flip it in a minute once that side's browned. The only thing with Gordon Ramsay recipes is it's like they're assuming that you've got a certain skill level, so it's literally just like, make 2 crepes. That's it. It's not like, this is how you make the crepe. Just make a crepe. Where's the lamb sauce? If you notice, I didn't put any oil in the pan. A good non-stick pan should, well, oh my gosh, allow me to flip it over like that. I'm gonna brown the other side for like a minute, and that'll be 1 crepe done. Whoa, whoa. There we go. So I'm just gonna stick it down on my big old plate there. Be very tempted not to eat it. Oh my gosh. But there's no holes in it. It's gonna turn into a cold flannel. I've got to go with it. I've got some more batter left over. I'll make that up. Boom. I'm gonna leave my pancakes to cool for the moment. So hopefully within that time, that ganache would have got a good set in our fridge. I'll tell you what, it's got a skin on it, but it doesn't feel amazing. But I can lift it out as one. That's good. Don't need this anymore. But what we have to do is sort of roll, oh my gosh, is sort of roll it into a sausage shape. It's gonna go back in the freezer to firm up. I'm gonna do that to my other one as well. Genuinely not so sure about this recipe now, but in the interest of fairness, we will plow on, and if it works, it works. If it fails, and yours can look better than mine. It's been another half an hour in the freezer, and now comes a potentially tricky, messy bit where it all goes wrong. I've trimmed off 2 edges on my pancake because we're now going to roll the chocolate log in the pancake, seal it in cling film and get it back in there. This will hopefully help hold that cylinder shape. I've got a knife to hand just in case, but bear with me because this might look a little bit weird. So we've got to get our sausage. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is very messy. Oh dear. Roll in the sides like this, kind of like a wrap, I guess, to help seal that. Bring it over. Oh, I like that. Hey? And now I need to very quickly wrap this in cling film to kind of help it hold the shape. So I'll keep it sat on the seam for the minute. I tell you what, I'm over the moon with that. I'm putting it back in the freezer and I'm going to do it again. Just to show you, you probably did see, but look, that is, when they're cooled down, the pancakes, they really are like flannels. This is going to be my one now. They're both going to be mine. Now, as much fun as that was, 20 minutes on in the freezer, we now get to do it all over again, except with a sheet of puff pastry. Okay, so this is one of those generic, like, ready-rolled puff pastry sheets, and I've let it stand at room temperature for like 10 minutes, so it's a bit more maneuverable. So I don't need all of this, but it does say to give it an egg wash inside, like this. And obviously you're going to do it on the outside to give it that colour. So I'm just going to do like roughly that area for now. And I'm kind of just going to, I guess, do what I did before, but this time without the cling film, straight in and then back in the freezer. So I'll stick that in there so I've got a little bit of a run up. Okay, I'm going to have way too much here. Okay, bringing that bit over and that bit over. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's worked an absolute charm. And it's going to seal itself there with the egg on it. Again, that goes back in the freezer. This time, no cling film. We're doing all right. So just while we give that its final chill in the fridge, we're going to make the salad. And in the video, it had this awesome strawberry mint balsamic salad. And I've never had strawberries and balsamic vinegar before. It's supposed to be an amazing combination. Mrs. Barry was actually raving about it last night. So it's a bit of a chance that we're doing it today. The only thing it does say, I was looking on my phone just then, chiffonade mint is what I'm supposed to get. But I just went to the supermarket and bought like a little fresh bunch. I don't know what chiffonade is. It sounds like some sort of cream you put on your bum. There's a gadget for that when you want to hull a strawberry quickly. Hulling a strawberry, getting rid of it, and getting a few in the bowl really. And I'm just picking off some of this mint and just ripping the leaves off. I mean, you can use as many as you want, but I'll leave it up to you. Thank you very much. Icing sugar, and then of course, the vinegar. Okay, mix it through. Let's just try one. Oh my gosh, bang! Zing with the sweetness of the sugar and that little like, of the mint. Seal it. So that is going in the fridge for probably over the 15 minutes allotted time. We have it with vanilla ice cream at the end, but we ain't done yet. I'm gonna preheat my oven. So it actually goes pretty warm. That's 210 fan we're gonna take it to. I guess it's just hot and quick, kind of like when you're making a pizza. So that's 230C non-fan, all right? Wow, that's gonna be hot. I'm pretty nervous. The oven has just gone off. It's red hot now, it's ready. So let's do the final egg wash and maybe make some little incisions in it for prettiness. Okay, I might have put them in the fridge for too long. Okay, cool. Still got some of that egg wash left. This is what's gonna give it the hopefully golden color. And I think what I'll do is just some very light scoring. Cause I'd hate to go to all this effort and then split it. I think we should bake them. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put middle shelf, 10 minutes. Hopefully nothing will spill out. I guess we'll find out in a minute, or in 10 minutes. Good luck. Nah, just fingers crossed for me, please. It's actually been 15 minutes, but I've got golden colour on there and they've puffed up massively. Oh, check that out. Oh. Well, I am well happy with that. So apparently you leave it for a couple of minutes before carving. So I think it just means to let it cool down a little bit. And I guess it's all going to spill out. Well, that's what we want. Look at the size of that. You can now see why that says serves two. I'm sure it didn't look that big in the video. I'm not angry about that though. But we're going to take a fork. It's basically 3 desserts in one. A truffle. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh. Look, is it coming out? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a truffle, ganache. It's a pancake and a pastry. We did it, baby. I cannot wait to taste this. Oh yes, I just hit the pancake. I'll just try and show you there. You can see that sort of paler layer. Oh, it's still gonna be hot, but that is sensational. Oh, because it's still warm as well. I thought I was going to burn my lip then. It's just right. I can't believe it sort of held it all together. But with some of the ice cream as well and the strawberry salad. Oh. I need to put this out of sight now. Ta-da! Just like that. It's all about portion control, right? So don't forget, there's a full Barry Tries playlist already with several videos already done, like Gordon Ramsay, Heston Blumenthal, Jamie Oliver, Tasty. Just so many fun stuff to actually challenge myself. But I would definitely recommend that you give this one a go. Remember, full credit goes to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant website, which will be in the description down below. So that is it. Enjoy it. That is naughty. We did it. Bye-bye.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
Ah! are still hot. Ow! Buttocks. And I've actually just burnt my mouth on that chocolate. That was hot, but it still tasted good.